Hello horror fam, and welcome to my hack shack located right here in Los Angeles. My name is Johnny and I support horror. For those of you who know me personally or have watched a lot of my videos, you know that I love possession, satanic, demonic type movies. If there's a paranormal investigator, a priest, some spooky ghosts, or demons involved, I'm there. Throw in some upside down crosses, a creepy sound design, a terrifying entity, and you have me and my undivided attention. Recently, I watched a possession film called Metamorphosis from South Korea. This one caught my eye, and I'm really glad it did because it wasn't your typical possession film. Okay, enough of this buildup. Let's talk Satan. Let's talk Satan. That was probably the dumbest thing I've done so far. No? Metamorphosis is a horror thriller film from South Korea that was released in August of 2019. This movie follows a couple and their 3 children as they move into a new home. They're leaving their old community in the dust as the dad's brother, who is a priest, botches an exorcism, leaving a child dead. So the family moves into their new home to start this brand new life. But some bizarre and quite terrifying things start happening to the fam. And guess what? My pal, the devil, has infiltrated the home and has possessed one of the family members. With no other options available, they are forced to call the disgraced uncle to come and investigate this devil in their home. Will the family be okay? Will Satan reign supreme? Or will the uncle redeem himself and send this thing back to hell? And I know I'm being overly dramatic in this video, so just get used to it. Okay, so this wasn't your typical possession film. Usually, not always, possession films are really gritty, grainy, and dark. And I haven't really thought about this before, but it usually involves a female who is possessed. You know, the one that contorts her body into a pretzel, hisses, calls the priest names, does a spider crawl against the wall, you know, lots and lots of yelling, lots of wind. One fun and refreshing thing about Metamorphosis is that the overall setting was very well lit during most of the spooky moments. We get to witness the freaky parts in the middle of the day in a well-lit home. Another thing I found interesting was that whoever was possessed in the family didn't show physical signs of it, if that makes sense. Usually the possessed has like bloodshot eyes or rotting skin, their voice sounds demonic, stuff like that. In Metamorphosis, at least for the most part, the face of the demon looks as normal as you or I. Yes, this is the face of normal. Am I possessed? Probably. You're losing your shit, Johnny. And it's fun to see when a certain family member is acting crazy and possessed, because you can tell their movements and actions are being powered by something inside of them, you know, without showing any physical signs. The demon is parasitic, and it becomes a guessing game of who is possessed and who is not. That right there adds a whole layer of fun as your brain keeps guessing a lot and you're just not trusting any of these characters. About 50 minutes in, there's I'll say a twist, but I think it's more of a realization about the possession. Once this happens and you realize what's going on, it really does change the dynamic of the movie, and this is where the fun starts to begin. I've seen a lot of Korean films lately, and they're just so good at creating unique stories. Whether it's Parasite, Train to Busan, Monstrum, and now this movie, Metamorphosis. They can take an oversaturated topic like a zombie film or a possession movie and really make it their own while still using the old school elements of the genre. As for you bloodthirsty, nitty-gritty, demonic-loving freaks like me, you get some of that too, don't worry. It's not all brightly lit without any creature effects. We get to see quite a few moments of some badass practical effects, some blood, and creepy religious imagery from a friendly neighbor who has clearly lost his shit. And I say it every time, if you don't have any upside down crosses in a possession movie, what are you even doing? Fun fact though, the upside down cross is not really a satanic symbol. It's an ancient symbol of St. Peter's crucifixion. See, he didn't seem worthy to be crucified right side up like his Lord Jesus Christ, so when he was martyred, he requested to have the cross upside down. So the inverted or upside down cross is really a reminder of Peter's humility and heroic martyrdom. But I can see why movies take the crucifixes that are on a wall, the one with Jesus on them, and invert them as to like they're mocking his death. Pretty much just to show us that there's an evil presence in the room. And speaking of evil being in the room, I really enjoyed the showdown at the end of this movie between, you know, light and darkness, good and evil. It did drag on a little bit, but you know what? The stakes were high. There was some pretty good tension, a little bit dramatic, but they wrapped it up nicely. So this movie had a good storyline, a unique take on the possession subgenre, and I have to say that the overall performance of our characters were also very solid. When someone showed fear, you truly believed that they were scared. When a character was acting crazy, they just went all in. And I feel like both the main and supporting characters did what they had to do to shine. I know I usually hype up movies, right? If you've seen enough of my videos, I like to hype them up. And I did like this one, but I just have to say, I didn't think that it was anything groundbreaking. It was just one of those movies that after I watched it, I thought, yeah, like, that was good, that was creepy, it had a unique storyline. I'm a little biased when it comes to these type of movies because they are my favorite, so of course I'm gonna tell you to watch it. And if you don't know the Korean language like me, you will have to read the subtitles, and I know for some people that's a deal breaker whether they watch the movie or not. But I challenge you, just turn off the phone, put on Metamorphosis or Train to Busan or anything like that. Any foreign film really doesn't have to be Korean, and just watch it. I bet you'll find that after about 10-15 minutes, you will forget that you're even reading subtitles. So I really hope you watch Metamorphosis is what I'm saying. Okay, horror fam, I am gonna let you go for now. Once again, just wanna say thank you for coming by my channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I hope you do so now. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And let's be friends to the end, horror fam. You know you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at The Horror Hack. Once again, my name is Johnny. Keep supporting horror, and this has been one hack of a show.